This is Daily Armenia, CivilNet's daily news digest. Here's what's making headlines in Armenia today. A spokesperson for Azerbaijan's foreign ministry today rejected remarks made over the weekend by a senior European Union diplomat who insisted that Azerbaijan has a responsibility to facilitate the return of Nagorno-Karabakh Armenians to their homes, and that it cannot be conflated with the return of Azerbaijanis who once lived in Soviet Armenia. It is unacceptable for Toivo Klar to consider as a special case the issue of the return of Armenians who voluntarily migrated from the Karabakh region of Azerbaijan to Armenia and other countries where they previously lived, and to condition the right of return of Azerbaijanis forcibly expelled from the territory of current Armenia, the ministry wrote in a press readout. Instead, the spokesperson retorted, "It is Armenia's obligation to create appropriate conditions for the safe and dignified return of Azerbaijanis expelled from Armenia to their native lands, and the international community must demand the fulfillment of this obligation." That refers to ethnic tensions at the end of the Soviet Union, which resulted in the exodus of Azerbaijanis living in Soviet Armenia, while hundreds of thousands of Armenians were expelled from Azerbaijan after a series of pogroms there. In the interview with Klar, published Sunday by the online site Jam News, the special representative said the EU has been clear that there must be direct talks between Azerbaijan and Karabakh Armenians regarding their safe and dignified return home, and that Azerbaijan has an obligation in this regard, which, as it seems to me, it does not deny. In related news, former Armenian Foreign Minister Vartan Oskanian today called for the right of collective return of the people of Artsakh under international protection and guarantees to be brought to the negotiation agenda. In a video posted today on Facebook, Oskanian, who heads the non-governmental Committee for the Defense of the Fundamental Rights of the Artsakh people, claimed that in meetings with international organizations, he has seen a lot of behind-the-scenes support for the collective return of Artsakh Armenians with international guarantees. He added, "If this issue is brought to the negotiation agenda by Armenia, the support of the international community will be there. However, Yerevan has so far not brought up this issue in its delicate negotiations with Azerbaijan over a normalization deal, or appears to have any intention of attempting to do so." Regarding Klar's statement, Oskanian said, "Undoubtedly it is recorded by people who are aware of this issue that the matter of Artsakh has not been resolved yet. If Azerbaijan seems to have solved the issue of Artsakh by military means, it is seriously mistaken. The issue of Artsakh is still not resolved until the issue of Artsakh Armenians returning to their homes with international guarantees is resolved." In keeping with its decision to freeze its membership, Armenia will not be taking part in upcoming military exercises conducted by a Russian-led military alliance. Member states of the Collective Security Treaty Organization will convene in the Russian city of Novosibirsk in mid-August for drills codenamed Cobalt 2024. Yerevan did not publicly comment on the drills, but it was not included in a list of participants. Much to Russia's displeasure, however, Armenia did just take part in bilateral military drills last month with the United States, part of what is seen as a pivot away from Russia and towards Western structures. Russian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Maria Zakharova said of those drills, "The appearance of the Americans in the South Caucasus will only fuel the conflict potential persisting in the region and create new dividing lines. Not only dividing lines, but also hotbeds of conflict." In the latest from the Paris Olympics, Armenia's Greco-Roman wrestlers saw a great deal of action today. As of press time, Artur Alexanian and Malchas Amoyan have made quick work of their preliminary and quarter-final matches, both putting up dominant performances. Later this evening, they will compete in the semifinals of their respective weight class brackets, with the winners of those matches going on to the finals tomorrow, while the losers will compete in a bronze medal match. CivilNet's Business Week Armenia covers the latest in economic news. The new episode reports on the booming business for Armenian re-exporters to Russia, with 2 such firms newly emerged among Armenia's biggest taxpayers. In addition, the Armenian Central Bank cut interest rates by 25 basis points, as inflation remains well below target levels and the economy continues to grow. Find a link to the broadcast in this video's description or on our website. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground here in Armenia.